Welcome back to North of the Broad. I'm your host, Karen Wyman, coming to you from Vaden of Beaufort. I'm joined this afternoon by Jeremy Simmons from Beaufort Pharmacy and Compounding.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Well, yeah, I'm glad that you're here this afternoon. I know that we have a lot to talk about. You're a brand new business owner here in Beaufort. I want you to share with the viewers out there what the difference is between a compounding pharmacy and the chain pharmacies that most of us are familiar with.
There's actually a lot of differences between the two. There's a few of the big differences we'll talk about. One of the biggest and the most obvious differences is the fact that all of our decisions are made at the pharmacy level. We don't have someone in a corporate office halfway across the country telling us how to serve our patients. We're connected with the community, we know the needs of the community, and we tailor our services to meet those needs. Another big difference is the personalized attention that you'd receive with an independent pharmacy versus a chain pharmacy. We take the time to get to know people, we create relationships with them, and a lot of times the chain pharmacists are burdened with outside things like reports, paperwork, that keeps them away from patient education and patient care. People in pharmacy know the paramount of everything is patient education. With so many specialized physicians these days, people may see 5 different doctors, and it's kind of up to us to keep things together. We take the time to go over with patients how to take their medications, make sure they don't have any questions before they leave, and just create the relationships so they know they can trust us as a source of medical information for them. Another big difference would be the wait times. Generally, independent pharmacies have shorter wait times than the chain stores. I know we try to get people in and out 10 to 15 minutes. A lot of people wait in line to drop their prescriptions off 10 to 15 minutes at a time.
That's true. I've had that experience myself.
Yes, and probably one of the biggest differences, if not the biggest, is the cost. A lot of people don't realize we can actually save them money shopping at an independent pharmacy. We are all parts of big buying groups, so we get good prices on our medications. We don't have multi-million-dollar CEOs that we're having to pay. Right. And so we just pass those savings along to the customers, and it works. And we want to be a part of the community. And I tell people all the time, medications do no good sitting on the shelves if we make them where people can't afford them. And we're going to do the best we can to be a part of the community and make medications affordable to as many people as possible. We had someone last week we did a price comparison for. We were $20 for the same medication that it was $72 at the superstore here in town. And so that made a big difference. And if people have insurance, they're going to pay the same wherever they go. Right. But
so why not go to a place where everybody knows your name, right?
Right, because you can support your local small business.
Absolutely.
And we're going to put some money back in your pocket along the way.
Right. And we know that's part of what makes Beaufort such a wonderful community is people supporting one another, supporting local businesses. One of the things we want to make sure that viewers know is where you guys are located. You are on Rebo Road, right? Not very far from Beaufort Hospital.
We're directly across the road from Beaufort Memorial Hospital, 968 Rebo Road. Real convenient. We got easy in, easy out, and we have a drive-through.
Yeah, I did notice that. That's right. There is a drive-through there. So we've really talked about prices and service, about one of the things that makes you so much different than the big box pharmacies. But let's talk about compounding. I mean, that's a real old term, and there may be a lot of people who are watching out there who've never heard of compounding pharmacy. Right.
Compounding is basically the science of customizing medications, prescriptions, to meet specific needs. We can take out things if someone has an allergy to a certain chemical. We can take that out. We can change dosage forms around. We do a lot of bioidentical hormones. We do a lot of pain creams and even a lot of veterinarian prescriptions. I think today when I stopped by the pharmacy, we were working on prescriptions for squirrels. And so there's a lot of different things that we can do. Right, we do prescriptions for animals, humans, you name it.
Oh, wonderful. My goodness, I didn't know that. When we were talking earlier and you mentioned some of those, I thought, are we talking about the same thing? But I didn't realize a compounding pharmacy. So you would service veterinarians as well? We
do veterinarian prescriptions. We do prescriptions for humans. We kind of do anybody that needs a prescription.
Anybody that needs it will do it. Wonderful. That's excellent. Tell us what your hours of operations are and how people can get in contact with you all.
We're open 9 to 6, Monday through Friday, 9 to 1 on Saturday, and we're closed on Sunday. Our phone number is 843-379-FAST, so 3278. And we also have a website, BeaufortPharmacy.com.
Excellent. So nice to have you as a guest today on our show and learn a lot about your business. Nice to have a place in town where you can go and find that personalized service that you may be needing. And obviously, you mentioned having possibly 5 different doctor's visits. There's a lot of coordination in those medications to make sure they're not adversely affecting one another.
Right.
So thank you so much for bringing your services here to town. Wonderful to meet you this afternoon, Jeremy.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And that wraps up this edition of North of the Broad. Hope to see you next time.